He's back. Indiana Jones himself returns for one final adventure in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which releases in theaters on June 30th. Last time out, Indy received a mixed response to say the least with the release of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Some of the creative decisions in that movie, mainly the choice to include aliens as the big supernatural end piece, didn't go down too well with audiences. And that's where Dial of Destiny comes in. This movie exists as a way to give Indy the final adventure that he deserves. The question on everyone's minds, then, is, does it live up to those expectations? Here's our review for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. To begin, the biggest positive of this movie is the premise. The idea of a former Nazi scientist being recruited to the moon landing project only to have secret aspirations to recover an artifact that he believes holds the key to time itself is classic Indiana Jones. It's one of the best plots in the series. And Mads Mikkelsen plays the villain extremely well. He's Jurgen Voller, an equally charming yet frightening villain that plays off of Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones incredibly well. And speaking of Harrison Ford, he's about as great as you'd expect in this film. It's well known by now that he was born to play Indiana Jones, and you feel that again here. It's great to see him one last time as the hero, and you can feel a sense of emotion in his performance. Ford knows that this is his last go-around, and really gives it his all. But despite that, it's a shame that this movie doesn't really give Indy much of a character arc. There's about a 5-minute span towards the end of the movie where something resembling an arc develops, but that's about it. It's a huge missed opportunity, especially as this movie deals with the concept of time and Indy being an aging hero. There are some new characters introduced in this film as well, with mixed results. Phoebe Waller-Bridge plays Helena Shaw, an excellent companion to Indy, and is right up there with the best he's ever had. It's refreshing that she's a nuanced character as well. Some of the other supporting characters don't quite have the same success, however. Antonio Banderas appears in the middle act as a Spanish sailor, yet he's quickly ushered out. It feels like the waste of a good actor and more added runtime on a movie that is already too long. Particular praise must go to the beginning sequence in Dial of Destiny. It's been spoken about a lot by the filmmakers and shown in parts in the trailers, but the de-aged Harrison Ford scene at the beginning is pure Indiana Jones. It's one of the best sequences in the entire franchise, and it's essentially Indy fighting Nazis in a castle in the pouring rain and thunder. These moments are definitely worth the price of admission alone. So, despite some flaws, this is definitely the must-see movie of the summer, which is why we give Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny 7.5 out of 10.